G'day folks, I'm sitting in the car on my way to the bar. There's a big storm happening and I don't know if Ian can control the blinds, so I'm going to go and try and help her out, but this storm looks like a beauty. I've just seen a 44 gallon drum flying up the road, so it looks like it's circling around us, so it might be in for some fun. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Typical when I'm going to make a video. I went to make a video today, or I made a video, I did it on my phone, as I often do, and I can't upload it to the computer. So that's fun. And so now I'm having another go. I'm going to do it from the bar with a 360 camera on a tripod and a microphone. See how I go with that. Here we go. Alright, so it doesn't look too bad here. It looks a lot worse in my condo, so let's just see what happens. Okay, so I'm coming to you from the car, so I'm going to try and start the video here. I just want to say a big shout out to all the people who've been supporting my channel lately and checking out my old videos and stuff like that. Now, since I've been doing videos about the bar, I seem to have been getting a lot of interest. A lot of people are checking out my previous videos, which is really, really cool. So thanks for that. And the other thing is, I just want to say thanks for, just trying to get past these cars, these bikes I should say. You know, when patios roads are all clogged up and got roadworks going on, just jam up another main road, so it takes twice as long to get through there as well. So absolutely crazy here. Yeah, so I just wanted to say to all the people that have been coming to the bar, and I don't know if you can see Old Ocean Drive and that, all the people that have been coming to the bar and supporting us, buying food, buying alcohol, and just coming to the bar. Like, thank you so much. It's it makes a big difference. Like, we're only a little bar, and the fact that people come and check us out is really, really good and really, really helpful and beneficial to our business. Now, there are some bars around us that that really struggle, but they struggle for a reason. I'm not trying to be horrible, but some of them aren't run the best, and so I'm surprised they haven't any customers at all, to be honest. Some of them, but others are quite good and they go quite good. But ours is up the back, so we've got to be known. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get known. That's it. Okay, so this is Rompo. Okay, it's starting to rain. Jeez, that guy nearly got me.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you do that again for the camera? Right up inside my bar. Good investment, I reckon.
G'day guys. Okay, so I'm coming to you from my condo now because I've taken 4 goes at making this video. The first go, I made the video, completed on my phone, and I went to edit and I couldn't put it on my computer. So that was that. So that made that hard. I'll rectify that problem soon enough. and then I had a crack and I started making again, and then workers on one of the bars across from me started angle grinding and stuff like that. So that was attempt number 2. And then you'll see part of this video. I got in the car and I drove to Rompo Market, and storms and stuff hit. You'll see a bit of that, but I couldn't continue the video because you couldn't hear anything and stuff like that. So this is attempt number 4. So I'm at home in my condo, and now this is a Q&A. I'm going to answer some of your questions. A lot of people have been saying, hey, I've sent you and I've put questions in your descriptions of your videos and stuff like that, and you haven't answered them. Now, there are a few that I haven't answered, and I do try and get to them all, but I am very busy at the moment with the structuring and getting this bar fired up. Okay, so, the first question, one that keeps coming up, is how much money do I make? Now, as if I'm going to tell you that. Okay, I'm never going to tell you how much money I make or how much money I don't make or whatever. I will give you an idea. Like, this vlog is to be honest and, just to give you guys the real deal. Now, if I'm not doing it well, I'll tell you, and if I'm doing well, I will tell you. But I will not tell you exactly how much in my facts and figures. I've had one guy, asking me facts and figures and this and that, and it's like he's asking more information than my accountant in Australia. And so, mate, I won't tell you that, but I will be honest and upright, and I'll tell you if we're struggling, if we're doing good, or if we're not. So that's that. Okay, you seem to have spent a lot of money on your bar. How are you going to get that back, or are you going to get that back? All right, so you think I've spent a lot of money. I've spent about a bit under 700,000 baht, which is about 30k Australian, about 20k US. Maybe it sounds like a lot of money, but look, to set up a business, I don't think there's a lot of money in anywhere, So, look, I've made a business plan for my bar. I've done my research, my sums, my homework. I worked out how many beers, and what sort of turnover I needed to, to get my money back on my bar, on my return, on, and everything. And, look, I think I can get going well. I think I can get my complete money back in 12 months. If not 12 months, maybe 15 months, but that's the plan. Okay, so so like I said, I think I can get my money back in 12 to 15 months, and with the bar doing its thing. So the bar's got the stages. The first stage was just to get the bar open. Second stage was the bar to support itself without having to add money to it. The third stage was to try and get the bar paying for everything, including our expenses and stuff for the month, and which it should have done this month, or we're pretty close to it if we haven't achieved it. Songkran might have thrown a spanner in the works for that, but we'd be pretty close. So we're really and truly online. Our food's up and stuff like that, so that's all good. Okay, how much money do I expect to make in the future? Now, I don't know. That's a hard question. I do have a plan, and I know how much I will make in a certain time, approximately, but I don't know how much, the extent of it. Look, we want to be in a situation where the bar's running, it's paying for itself, it's paying for our condo, it's paying for our lifestyle, and we're both putting about $1,000 Australian away for starters. Now, that's the first goal, and we'd like to improve on that, but that's the goal. So we run the bar, it pays for itself, it pays our expenses, it pays everything, and including our life, our eating, our whatever, and roughly $1,000 a week each away, and that'll be good. I know that there's bars making a lot more money than that, but that's just the first step, and I think we can do better than that as well. But I just want to get to there. That's my first big goal. Okay. Can I see myself staying in the bar game? Well, I have a 5-year plan for the bar. So, yeah, I can see myself staying in the bar game for at least 5 years. Now, whether we flick this bar and sell it, I I don't know, but if we do, I'm assuming that we'll make a profit out of it. We're not going to bail out of the bar. The bar it's too well set up, and it's doing, standing on its own 2 feet, already. So it's going pretty good, like considering our part of the market is fairly quiet compared to the front sometimes. The bar's going good. We have a lot of regular customers. And my YouTube channel, people come and see me. And it really, really helps. So, the big picture is 5 years for minimum, and then go from there. Now, possibly change from get out of the bar game, or make a bigger bar with food and what have you, because combining the two into a bigger place would be a lot more profitable. It costs a bit more, but like 5-year plan for now. That's it. I'm not getting any younger, and I don't want to sort of be feeling or myself to be doing crazy hours forever, but that's where I'm at for now. So 5 years. Okay. Why did you start a bar in Thailand? Okay. Why did I start a bar in Thailand? Okay, so I come to Thailand to YouTube and just to travel around and to get away from Australia, because if I stayed in Australia, I was in a bad spot. I'd been in a bad place. Depression was killing me, and anyway, so I come here. I wanted to YouTube. I got hooked up with a girl in Patong. I got stuck there for a while, and then we split up, and I moved here to Pattaya, and then I broke my leg. So I got away from my girlfriend that I never really intended to be with. Come here, broke my leg, and I was lucky enough to meet Ying, and she's looked after me, and we just hit it off. So she's looked after me, and I couldn't do anything. I've been incapacitated for 4 months, so I decided to start a bar and do something. Now, some of the money that I had coming in has dropped off a bit, investments and other things, so I haven't got the sort of income that I did have, but I wanted to, the reason for the bar is to make something that can sort of sustain our lives and give us something to do, and that's why I started a bar. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're going to, all these bars go broke, but let me tell you, the bars that go broke, a lot of them aren't by accident, guys. A lot of them, they drink them dry, they get robbed dry, they whatever. My bar is structured in a way that, like, I'm not bulletproof, and it can happen to me, but look, some of these bars that are there's people coming in, they've got no clue what they're doing, and they're just blowing their dough because they're sitting around drinking and partying and thinking, oh, this is it. You know what? If you're a big drinker over here, you could destroy your own bar like that. Like, you just can't do that. For my bar, I'll tell you a bit later in one of the questions, but I hardly spend any money on alcohol now, so I'm not going to drink the bar dry, that's for sure. Okay, so where am I at? You seem to spend a lot of money. Can you see sustain a bar? Why do you start a bar in Thailand? Okay, why didn't I fly to Australia to get my leg fixed? Okay, that's pretty simple. I was told I had deep vein thrombosis, and I couldn't fly with my leg in the state it was in. So that's pretty much it. The doctors told me I couldn't fly, so it's pretty simple. Okay, how's my leg now? My leg's pretty good, thanks. It's still, like, I've got 2 screws, 2 plates, a cable, and an artificial synthetic ligament, which it's pretty full on. So it's taken time, but no, it's getting better. I can walk now. A bit hard on steps, but other than that, I'm going pretty good. Okay, did I get paid? Yes. Okay, so for the people that don't know about it, the insurance claim, well, I had insurance through a recommended Thai insurer. They knocked my claim back at first and said they thought I had a pre-existing condition and they wanted to investigate it. So they did. I said, look, this is a joke. I've been here for 10 months. How could I have a pre-existing broken leg and deep vein thrombosis, as it's a life-threatening situation? And they said, well, look, we need to investigate it. And I said, well, look, as per the Thailand pass and my retirement visa, I had to do a full medical, and I supplied a medical certificate. Here it is, isn't that enough? They said, no, we want to investigate it further. So I signed a heap of documents to say that you could check my medical records. They said, okay. And then I gave them a couple of pretty nasty emails about their service and how I thought it was really, really low and stuff like that. They responded quite okay, actually. And they said, look, the investigation should only take 3 weeks. And after that, if we found that, there isn't a problem, you'll be paid. And so, true to their word, they investigated. It took about 3 weeks. They sent me an offer saying, okay, well, we've agreed to pay you a claim. We've agreed to pay this and that and blah, blah, blah. They did knock a few things back. There was a few things on there that I didn't think were necessary to do from the hospitals and that. So they knocked a few of them back. And in the end, I got 3/4 of my claim. So out of the 600,000, I got about 3/4 of it. So you do the maths. So that was that. Did I get paid? Okay, now this next question annoyed me a bit. Do I like illegal immigrants working in my country? Okay, obviously the answer to that would be no, right? But okay, someone said, they've seen my video and they've seen me doing some shopping for the bar, and that, that's a no-no and blah, blah, blah. Now, I spoke to a lot of other business owners over here, and they said, they might act like it's a no-no, but, at the end of the day, what else are you going to do? You have to structure your business. You have to, make sure it runs the way you want it to do. You have to be in the background all the time to, you can't just say, I'm going to open a business and just let Tyres run it, because you can't do it. That's how you go broke. So, to the guy that says that, I'm an illegal, worker and this and that. Now, I don't work in the bar at all. I don't do anything in the bar, right? I do my shopping as part of my home shopping and stuff like that. I do buy stuff, right? Because I implement. If there's a new burger comes into the bar, I'm the one that implements it. I'm the one that buys it. I'm the one that cooks it up and tries it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I cook it up at the bar, but I'm the one that tries it and puts it on the menu. I'm the one that tries all the food. How can I do that without me going out physically shopping? To give people an experience at my bar and good food and good quality, everything at my bar, I have to do that. Now, to this person, I don't care what you think, but that's just what I do to make my bar a better bar. Now, you want to look at it from another perspective. I employ, at the moment, about 6 Thai people. Now, they're people that probably wouldn't have a job, or they're learning stuff that they probably wouldn't know. They're learning stuff that, they're being trained in a certain way. So, rather than sort of rip into me and say, oh, how do you like it? People, working in your country illegally and stuff. I'm not working in my country. I'm giving a business for Thai people to run, and that's what they're doing. I'm not working in my bar. Now, I have to take an interest in my bar, and for the products that go through the bar, the food, the stuff that's on the menus, I have to write those menus. I have to make those menus in my own time, because I determine what happens at my bar. It's my bar, right? And I will determine what happens. Now, I don't work in the bar, right? But I do make everything that happens in that bar, whether it sells spring rolls or whether it sells chicken wings. That's my call. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be anybody else's call. It's my call. It's my business, and that's just the way it's going to be, buddy. So, if you don't like that, and you want to look at that from a negative, and rather than the positive that I'm employing, say, 6 people, Thai people to work and giving them jobs, well, that's up to you. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. It just makes me angry. Okay, am I scared of being scammed by my girlfriend? And there's plenty of bar owners get scammed and stuff like that. Now, I actually know of 2 bar owners that have been scammed. Now, one of them was set up from day one. And now there's some girls and there's some ladies over here that they do that kind of thing. Their wealth is determined by ripping people off. Now, that's a sad thing to say, but, that's not only in Thailand, that's everywhere. So I know somebody that's come and set up a bar over here. He's gone back to his country. He's been told all this stuff. Oh, yeah, the bar's going great, and we'll do this and we'll do that. And next thing you know, that the bar's not going great. Like, she's just ripping him off money left hand over the fist, and it's just unsustainable. And then it just turns into a mess. Now, another guy that I know of, I didn't know him from start, but he's another one. He's fallen for a lady here, and yeah, a young lady, and he fell in love. He was smitten, and he had, you know, some money, and he decided, oh, I'm going to buy her a car, and I'm going to buy her this, and I'm going to do that and do that. Well, obviously he felt a lot more for her than she felt for him, and then she gave him the flick, and now he's living basically like a homeless person, working for a guest house, like maintaining a guest house, so he's got somewhere to sleep, and she's got all his money. So, you know, this kind of thing can happen and does happen, guys. So don't come in like, you know, fall in love and, you know, and just start handing over the cash, because if you do, you are at risk of getting scammed. Now, with my situation, I've not handed over any cash to Ying. We've got agreements besides, you know, that are in place that that this kind of thing, it can happen to me, but it's not going to be real easy for anybody to do it. And yeah, no, I'm not scared, and if I get scammed, it's my own fault, and I'll take the blame for it. Okay, the same as if my bar doesn't work. I haven't come in blind. I've looked at all other bars. I know that bars go down. I know the bars go up. People say bars drop like flies. They don't drop like flies. People run them badly and they fail. You know, so that's, you know, you don't maintain your car, it will fail. It's the same thing. You know, you work hard, and you know, you do the homework, and, you know, as long as you're not stupid about what you've done, you know, you've got a good chance of surviving. You don't, well, you got no chance. You want to drink your bar dry and have massive alcohol bills and stuff like that, well, you're going to go broke because you're just not making any money. Okay, so, okay, that's that. Okay, alright, am I scared? Well, I've just said that one. Is drinking too much a problem for me with my bar? Okay, so I was just talking about that. Okay, now this is an interesting one, guys. Now, there's a couple of things I can tell you about this. Now, I've seen some videos where guys have lived over here for years, and then they've gone back to their lives in the UK, which they hated, or Australia, or whatever. And that was because they come over here and they just turn into drunks, because there's nothing much for them to do except for get drunk. Now, okay, so that does happen. Now, I know of guys, older guys that have been over here, had bars, and they've done the same, and they've drunk and they've died because they're, you know, just alcohol abuse. Now, this can happen, and it does happen, right? Me, my first month, did I abuse the alcohol? Not to that extent, no, but I did drink like too much and too regularly, right? But I was onto this, and Ying was onto it too, and she said I had a go at me, and she was, you know, well within her rights to do it. She said, look, you're just drinking too much and it's just not good. And I totally agreed with her. I sort of thought, yeah, no, you're right. So, you know, she's on to me, I'm on to me. And the bottom line is now that I sort of, okay, say I drink sort of twice a week, you know, I can get a little bit merry twice a week. And I'm okay with that, and she's okay with that too. Now, other days I might have 1 or 2 beers, and some days I don't have any. So, over the last 5 days, I had 1 day alcohol-free. Yesterday, I had 3 ciders that a customer bought me. The day before that, I had 2 ciders. The day before that, I didn't have anything. The day before that, I had 2 beers. And then the day before that, I was a bit, you know, how you going? So, okay, is drinking a problem for me? I don't think it's a problem, and I'm working on it not being a problem. I don't intend on being pissed every day, and you just can't sustain it, guys, because you'll drink yourself broke. The drinking that I've been doing lately, it's customers buying me drinks, so yeah, so I'm not spending the money, and it's not been a problem for me. Okay, next question. Am I worried about the mafia? Okay, no, I'm not worried about the mafia. I didn't even know the mafia was a thing, to be honest. Okay, so I've spoken to some bar owners in Rompo Market and Jomtien, and they've said, look, we've got no dramas with the mafia. That's a thing that's tied up with, you know, big-time prostitution and go-go bars and big clubs and stuff like that. Multi-million-dollar businesses. They're not interested in little bars like me and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So that's all I know about that. But at the moment, I'm not worried, and I hope I don't have to be worried. Okay, now one thing that I will tell you, and I have been asked, but it's not in my list, but do I pay protection money? Well, okay, now I do pay money. as does everybody else in our complex. We pay, what do we pay? About 2,500 baht a month. And what that does, we get a security guard that roams around the complex and looks after our bars at night. And they pay the police too. So I don't know, I'm not going to get into what they pay the police for, if it's some sort of security or it's just, I don't know. I'm not going to go down that road, guys. You've all heard about the police in Thailand and stuff like that. I can't say what it is, what it's not. I really don't know, okay? Okay, now how's my depression going? Okay, last question, guys. Sorry about that. Last question. My depression, is it a thing anymore? Yes, it is a thing. Yesterday I had a bad day. I've had a few bad days over the last few months, especially with my leg. It was getting me down. I'm dealing with it better. Ying's been a great help. She's sort of made, she's a very kind, caring lady, and she's helped me a lot. And she's really helped that side. She didn't even know about my depression until yesterday. She said, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And I sort of told her I was feeling pretty low and pretty flat. My depression is a thing, and I'm lucky I've got her support. So I'm not very, I don't spend much time alone, guys. So it's it really helps. So depression, I found when I was alone, that's when it affected me the most, and it's still the way. So guys, if you've got a problem with depression, don't sit there alone, because it's the worst thing you can do with it. Get out if you can, or just ring a mate and say g'day and have a chat. Don't have to tell them that you're depressed or whatever, or talk to somebody and get some help, guys, because you don't want to suffer on your own. Believe me, it's just not worth suffering on your own. I got some help from a psychologist here, and she was great, and she's sort of helped me to deal with it a lot better than I would normally. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. Sorry this video is a bit scatty and all over the place. I am going to try and do a lot more videos, and I just need to sort out my computer, what's going on with it. This video was made in about 4 different parts by 4 different cameras, so it's not probably the best as far as quality goes, but I think all the facts are there for this one. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, remember, if you like my videos, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and it does me a big favour. Leave me a comment if you want to see anything in the future. Yeah, leave me a comment and I'll do my best. My bar is located at Rompo Market, Jomtien. You can find it on Google Maps. Palmy Sports Bar and Cafe. We are open from 1 p.m. till 2 o'clock in the morning, or till late. And we sell food. We have ice cold beer. We have Aussie bar food, and we have Thai food that's good for farangs that won't burn your mouth out. If you want it really spicy, we can spice it up for you, but other than that, it's really nice food. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.